Alright, so one person asked for this video, so naturally I went in the archives looking for videos and photos so that I could make this video as complete as possible. And I found photos that I haven't seen since 2010. And I made sure to put them in there for you so that you could see how I grew my hair to waist length, not once, but twice. So let's just start at the beginning. I was born with a full head of hair. This is me as a newborn, still in the hospital. I started out with baby hair, as everyone does, and it got progressively thicker by the time I turned about 2. Slowly, my little fro was able to be styled in different hairstyles, and I was blessed to have my mom and my aunt stick care for my hair. They gave me twists, puffs, braids with bubbles, beads, all of the cute little accessories, and they made sure that it was moisturized and manageable so that I could run around freely, like a baby does. Although as I got older, people did suggest that my mom should relax my hair, she never allowed it. And she told me that I could decide for myself when I was 16. But until then, I should love my natural curls because they were beautiful, and she was right. My mom would braid my hair every week throughout school up until I turned 12. So around 2005, 2006 began what I call the natural hair revolution. And honestly, I don't know if it started before that or when it really came about, but it was at that time that I noticed that natural hair was being embraced worldwide. People with relaxers, they were doing the big chop, and everyone was just trying to figure out how they were going to care for and grow their natural hair. It was at that point for me that I realized that you didn't have to be mixed, you didn't have to have relaxed hair in order to have long hair. I just wasn't sure how to get mine to retain length. Remember, the genetics gave me thick hair, but retaining length, that requires skill and care, and I didn't know what I was doing. That's when I stumbled upon this book, Ultra Black Hair Growth 2 by Kathy House. Oh my God, when I tell you, we bought her products, followed her advice, and I started to see changes. That led me to my biggest breakthrough, the Long Hair Care Forum. This website was like an encyclopedia for black hair. There were so many conversations going on with women that were sharing their tips or their reviews, results, and photos, challenges, everything. Honestly, it was almost impossible for your hair not to grow. So these are some photos from the website, and they really taught me that anyone can grow long hair, whether it's relaxed or natural, as long as you take care of it. And it was here that I learned about co-washing, pre-poos, wide tooth combs, limiting heat, low manipulation, sealing versus moisturizing, wash and goes, bad ingredients like sulfates, parabens, mineral oil, the whole 9 yards. I took in everything they said, and I saw my hair grow from collarbone, where it had been most of my life, to just a little past my shoulders, and that was the proof that I needed that I could do it. So in the last 2 years of high school, I started to wear my hair straight more, and it was doing great from all of the low manipulation and protective styles that I'd been wearing, which was mainly like buns, twists, braids, things like that. And then I would straighten my hair a few times a year, and then I would leave it for about 3 weeks if I could get it to last that long. It really just depended on what I had going back then, but it was still really healthy. So then came university, which was, again, pretty regular. As you can see, I went back to wearing it more so curly, still thick. It would shrink up to above my shoulders. Mind you, it was waist length by this point. I think it was waist length probably in my last year of high school. So in total, it took me about 7 years to get it from collarbone to waist length the first time. 2017, I decided I wanted something different. I wanted to dye it blonde. And this would have been the first chemical change I had ever done to my hair. I started gradually lightening it. Well, I went to a salon and they did the process for me. And then I did it, and it was so cute in the beginning. I was gentle with it, and it would still shrink up to its normal texture. I did all of my normal styles like buns, braids, whatever, etc., just to keep it, as moisturized as possible. And then I got bored of those styles, and I got bored of always kind of like just trying to save my hair. I'm like, well, I dyed it so that I could enjoy it and wear it, right? Wrong. Okay? I decided I wanted to straighten it, and it was just a disaster from there. I don't know if everything went downhill because my hair was already so fragile and gummy-like. Every time I tried to put protein in it, the protein wouldn't take. It didn't restructure my hair. Nothing good happened. and it just pretty much all broke off. So I tried to blow dry it in order to flat iron it, and it came out in a giant clump. I have a video all about it that you could watch after this. It was a disaster. So that was pretty much the last straw for me, because my hair literally looked like straw. It was always dry, always tangled, and always limp. I dealt with this for about a year, and then in January 2018, I was like, no more. I can't stand another minute of this. I chopped it off back to about collarbone or shoulder length, and I dyed it black. And from there, everything started going uphill again. It started regaining its strength. I was able to retain moisture. My styles were working out, and everything was going great. There was one style in particular that I loved though. I loved putting in these bright blue perm rods so that I could get these big bouncy curls. And they were great, but they were unreliable. So sometimes I would do my hair and they wouldn't take, and you'd have to sleep in them and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I can't. I came to a point where I couldn't do it anymore. So that was around 2019 when it kind of hit me that I couldn't deal with my hair anymore. Like, I didn't have any more energy or time to put into my hair. So I started to wear wigs almost exclusively. I mean, the shrinkage that I battled to do my hair was insane. This is it here with no product, fully shrunken up past my shoulders. It was about mid back or waist length at this point. Again, like I couldn't take it. So I would blow dry it, get it braided, and pop on a wig. I did this about every 2 weeks, and I would wear my wigs in the daytime, take them off at night, and then again, wash my hair every 2 weeks. And my hair loved it. Absolutely loved it. And you know what? I loved it too, because I was able to build up about 2 weeks worth of energy in order to deal with my hair when it came time to wash it. So it was great. It worked out great. So I decided that my wigs were a little basic and I wanted to up my game, and I got a lace front wig. I had been wearing like synthetic lace fronts and like half lace fronts, blah, blah, blah. This was like a full 13x6 lace front. So I got it installed, and the stylist did a fantastic job. It was like melted to my skin. She tried to explain it to me that it's more of an occasional wear, but I didn't really know. I wore it more as like an everyday wig. I kept it on for 3 weeks, and I don't know if that's what did it, but oh my God. The wig was pulling my skin, and I would touch like by my ears around my temple, and I felt like it would hurt. I'm like, okay, I know a wig isn't supposed to hurt. So I took it off, and I saw that I had hair bumps from the tension of the wig that had ripped open and were bleeding. I was like, no. No. There is no way I'm about to lose my edges or anything crazy just for a wig. So I took it off, and my scalp healed up really quickly. So I went back to flat ironing it, which I hadn't really done much since high school, but I knew that's kind of how I wanted to keep my hair because it was the look that I wanted. It was very reliable, and it seemed like the best option at the time. So I posted this video on Instagram. Is there an alternative to relaxers and texturizers that will keep my hair straight without damaging it as much as those things? Everyone in that video advised that I should get a Brazilian keratin treatment, but I knew I wanted something permanent that wouldn't wash out, so I called the salon the next day and I got my first relaxer. Honestly, I couldn't be more pleased with the results. It's reliable, easy to maintain, and I'm just using the skills that I learned over the years to keep it healthy. So this is the newest chapter, and I guess we'll see the rest together. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. Thank you so much. I had so much fun going through all of my old family photos and hard drives and seeing old videos and pictures of what I used to be, how my hair used to be. And even though it's just hair, it's like every look, every hairstyle had a specific moment and chapter of my life attached to it, and it actually meant so much more to me than I could have anticipated. So thank you. Other than that, I really want you to know that healthy hair is possible no matter if you're relaxed or natural. It can grow long as you take care of it. I'm telling you. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see the rest of my journey. Thank you again for watching, and as always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.